This video describes a new procedure in Statgraphics version 20 for creating horizon charts. A horizon chart plots multiple time series in a compact format. It indicates the extent of deviations of the time series from target values. What I've plotted here is data for the first 5.5 months of 2025. I've taken the price of common stock for several large tech companies and divided that price by the price at the beginning of the year. If you see red, it means that on a particular day, the price is lower than it was at the beginning of the year. The darker the red, the lower the price. If you see blue, it indicates that the price is going up. And again, the darker the blue, the more the price is going up. The scaling is defined on the right-hand side of the graph. Dark red would be 1/2, indicating that the price had been cut by 50%. On the other hand, the dark blue is 1.5, meaning the price had gone up by 50%. If you take a look at certain companies like Apple, you see that they've been struggling throughout the year. On the other hand, companies like Meta did very well in the first couple months, then had troubles, but then rebounded near the beginning of June. Tesla has also had a hard time. The structure of the data used to create the horizon plot is shown here. It consists of a data sheet with one column containing the dates and additional columns containing each of the time series. On the data input dialog box, I have entered each column divided by its price at the beginning of the year. To create a horizon chart, you begin by creating a banded time series plot for each time series. Here you see the ratio of Tesla common stock price to its price at the beginning of the year. The ratio of 1 divides the red bands from the blue bands. This banded time series plot has 5 red bands below 1 and 5 blue bands above 1. To create the horizon chart, you allocate a certain portion of the vertical axis to each of the time series. You then take the bands from their banded time series plot and overlay them on top of each other. As you're overlaying them, you start with the lightest color bands and overlay them with the darker bands. In creating the horizon chart, you can change various features using pane options. On this dialog box, you specify the central value. That's the cutoff between the upper bands and the lower bands. You define the width of each band and how many bands there'll be in each direction. You can also change the colors of the upper and lower bands if you want. Just for fun, on this horizon chart, I changed the number of bands and also the colors.